Hey everyone, welcome to Find Your Flow. I'm Natalie and today we've got a fiery, swift 20-minute dynamic flow practice. Super fun. We're going to start off with some Kapalabhati Breath of fire to get our body completely geared up for this practice. So hop onto your mat and I'll look forward to meeting you there. So making your way towards the back of your mat to begin our practice. Finding a kneeling position, but if you know this definitely doesn't work for you today, just come to any other comfortable seat. We have the option here of ramping it up slightly, tucking our toes under and sitting back on the feet, just really getting a nice deep opening here through the fascia in the feet. We'll begin our practice today by getting our body and our nervous system prepared for our more dynamic, energizing practice ahead and practicing some Kapalabhati breath, also known as breath of fire. Now, breath of fire is an exhale only practice. So the inhale happens naturally, it's passive, and we bring all our focus and attention to our sharp, deep, quick exhale. So imagine that you're getting a football kicked at you, you go, and naturally your stomach will draw and your abdominal muscles will contract as you pull everything in sharply and breathe out through the nose. So we'll be inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Inhale is passive, exhale is sharp and quick. I'll do a few here just to show you what we are looking for. I'm going to bring the hands to the belly just to get a feeling for this as well. It's really, really helpful if we haven't practiced this much before. So I'll inhale. There we go, Kapalabhati breath. Don't worry if this feels a little bit strange to you to start off with. It's all about practice, but that's what we're going to do today. We're going to practice our breath of fire. So when you're ready, find your seat, let the shoulders be soft, spine long, close down the eyes, and bring the hands onto the belly space. Just breathe in naturally, in and out of the nose. And we'll just do one round of 20 exhales. When you're ready, inhale and exhale, 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 stop. Breathe normally, eyes closed, body relaxed. Notice how you feel. Flutter the eyes open and crawl the arms forwards. Untuck the toes here, just pad the tops of the feet onto the ground. Keep the arms reaching, shoulders width apart, and soften the heart space down towards the ground in our heart to earth pose, Anahata Asana. If the forehead doesn't touch the earth, no worries. Just bring it to a prop or something to raise the ground a little bit more. And if we want to find a little more in the upper body, in the shoulders, then just tent the palms. Bring the fingertips to the earth. We'll stay here for one more breath. Plant the palms, slowly rise back up, find a tabletop. And turning the hands away from us, fingertips come towards the knees. Awesome. Shoulders stay over the wrists. We'll press through our palms, so we're still lifting up and out of our shoulder space, bit of a variation on our typical tabletop pose. From here, we'll roll the tailbone down, lift the spine and drop the gaze into cat pose. Moving with your breath as your guide, lift your tailbone, roll the tummy down, gaze just in front of your wrists, cow pose. Moving here a couple more times through cat and cow. Noticing how it feels a little bit different perhaps with our arms in this different position. We're also adding a gorgeous opener through the wrists, through the forearms, to just breathe fully here. Last time through cat and cow. before coming to arrive in our neutral spine. Just releasing the hands, give them a nice little shake. And then walking the hands forward again. We'll rock our weight so our shoulders come over our wrists and either stay here with the knees on the ground in a low plank or tuck our toes under and lift our knees into a high plank. If we're in our high plank, really press away through the heels so that the legs are nice and active. And wherever we are, we'll find this hugging in of belly toward the spine, similar to that sort of sharp exhale that we found in our breath of fire. So wherever we are, keep pressing through the palms, lift up and out of the shoulder space. Hug the elbows in, lower down halfway, and press all the way back up. Nice. Halfway down. Smile, breathe. Press all the way back up. One more time. Hover down. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Breathe. And release. Belly to the ground. Hands back by the rib cage. Rise into a baby cobra. Toes stay on the earth. And soften. Pressing all the way up and back. Take a child's pose. Knees wide all together. Arms forward or arms back. Make it work for you. One breath here. And then tucking the toes under. Send the tailbone high. Downward facing dog. Nice. And have a little wiggle and a pedal here. Notice how you're feeling in your down dog. Noticing what we brought with us to the mat today in our physical body. Take a big inhale in. Long exhale out. And then float the left leg off the mat. Bend the knee and step the foot forward. Make sure our back foot's nice and wide so we're in a big stance as we'll inhale, rise, high lunge, softening through the shoulders. Bend that back knee so it hovers just off the ground. Awesome. On your next inhale, we'll lengthen both legs, reach the arms a little more, lengthen through side body. Exhale, bending, elbows come to cactus arms, back knee hovers off the ground. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. Last time, inhale, lift. This time as we exhale, pivot the back foot to the ground, open warrior two to the right. Reach front hand forwards up and all the way back, reverse warrior. And then softening back to warrior two, keep the left hand coming down, either forearm to the thigh or to the earth or a brick as the right hand spirals up and over towards the front of the mat, side angle pose. Take a big breath here. And exhale, right hand comes down. Pivot that back heel off the earth and turn our left toes out to around 10 o'clock. Find a lizard pose. Take a breath in. Breath out. Keep that right hand planted as we inhale. Reach the left hand up. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Gorgeous. Move with your breath. Find as much space as you can here. Keeping the muscles of the face soft. On your third time, stay there. Wiggle through the fingertips, send energy all the way up the arm and soften completely. Plant both hands, step back, three-legged dog, and then release to down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, step the foot forward, plant the feet. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Back knee softens to the earth, towards the earth. Remember, just hovering off. Inhale, lengthen as much as we can. Exhale, bending, cactus arms, back knee hovers. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, lengthen. This time, exhale, pivot warrior two to the left. Drishti or gaze to our front fingertips. Float the front hand forwards, up and back. Reverse warrior. Releasing through our warrior two to bring the right hand down to our version of a side angle pose. Left fingertips reach forward. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Release into our lizard pose with that back heel lifted. Right toes turn out to 2 o'clock. Take one breath here. Keeping that back heel really pressing away actively. On your next inhale, open to a twist, right hand high. Exhale, release. 2 more times. On your third and final time, stay there. Take a big breath in. Wiggle the fingertips and then exhale. Plant the palms, step back, three-legged dog. Release to down dog. Roll forwards, plank pose. Knees can be lifted or lowered. Choose your own way down to the ground, finding either belly to Cobra or Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Come to the tops of the feet, arms long, upper thighs lifted, heart open. Lift back to down dog, meet there. Walking, stepping or hopping forwards into a fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Back of the neck long, gaze down. Exhale, fold forwards. Pressing into the feet, rise up to standing, reach for the sky. Exhale, dive all the way down to the ground, take up lots of space. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, release, plant the palms, step or hop it back to a plank. Knees lifted or lowered, find belly to Cobra or Chaturanga to upward facing dog. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Find a couple of breaths here just to come back to that nice rhythm that we're used to in our practice. Inhale fully, exhale fully. And on your next breath in, lengthen the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee, step it forward, rise. High lunge, back knee just hovering off the ground. Inhale, lengthen as much as we can. Exhale, release, bending the elbows, back knee lowers. Inhale, lengthen. This time, exhale, warrior two to the right. Inhale, reach forwards, up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Nice. Take one breath in and then rise back to warrior two. Take a big breath here. Long breath out. And then start to hinge from the hips. Reach the left hand forward and then imagine we're painting a rainbow in the sky. Right hand reaches towards the front of the mat. Keeping this connection through all four sides of both feet. Stay here. Take hold of the right wrist with the left hand as an option to reach a little more. Take one more full breath. And then as we release the arms, float them straight back like airplane wings. Pivot that back heel off the ground, find an airplane lunge. Keep rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Find a deep breath in. Long breath out. Take your weight into the left leg and reach that right foot off the mat behind us. Remember, this doesn't have to be a huge lift. This is all about meeting ourselves where we are, but having a little bit of fun with it. Maybe we have a play. And if we fall, if we wobble, don't worry. The ground is always there to catch us. Find one more breath in stillness. And then having a little play, bending that right knee, coming into almost a cannonball position, bringing everything together in the center, and then spreading out wide, warrior three. Bringing everything together. Keep your gaze on one spot on the floor or the wall, then spread it out wide. Nice, last time. Coming all the way in. Are we still breathing? Spread out wide, warrior three. Take one more big breath here. And then step to your airplane lunge. Awesome. Plant the palms. Step back to your plank pose. Knees lifted or lowered. Find belly to Cobra, Chaturanga to up dog. Maybe if Ekapada, one-legged Chaturanga, is in our practice. And that is where we go today. Make it work for you. Meeting in down dog. On your next inhale, right leg back. Exhale, step it forward. Rise, inhaling, high lunge. Exhale, soften the back knee. Inhale, reach as tall as you can. Exhale, cactus arms, high lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior two to the left. Inhale, reach forwards, up and all the way back. Exhale, come through warrior two to our side angle pose. One full breath here. And then reaching back up to warrior two. Feel the ground beneath both feet. Keeping this rolling away of our inner thighs. We'll start to hinge from the hips. Reach the right hand forwards. Let the left hand paint a rainbow in the sky. Come towards the front of the mat. Either stay here or take hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Reach a little more. One full breath in. One full breath out. Release the arms. Pivot off the back heel. Find an airplane lunge. Nice. Keep the hands reaching away. Don't forget to smile, don't forget to breathe. Take the weight to the right leg, lifting left leg off, warrior three. Notice how one side might feel a little different. Only lift it as high as feels comfortable for you today. Find your gaze on something that isn't moving, and then curling everything into a tight ball and opening. Nice. Curling everything up and in. Releasing, open wide. Last time. Cannonball. Open, gorgeous. One more breath. Step back, airplane lunge, and plant the palms. Step to your plank pose. Your own version down to the ground. If you chose Kapalabhati on the other side, I invite you to choose it this side too. And come into meet in a down dog or a child's pose. Finding 3 breaths wherever you are. If you're in down dog, slowly come down. And we'll take another 3 breaths all together in a child's pose. Awesome. Nice and slowly lifting up, scooping the legs to one side and coming through to find a seat. If you want to lift our hips up onto something a little higher, then take a prop, whether it's a cushion, a yoga block, a pillow, whatever, just making it work for you. We'll bring our left leg out long, shuffling ourselves towards the front of our prop. Hug our right leg all the way up and in, and we have a couple of options with this twist. We can either stay where we are in the legs, or cross the right foot over to the other side of the left leg, or bend that left knee so the foot of the left leg comes underneath the right side of the glute. I made that sound way more complicated than it was, so always look at me if you need to. Wherever the legs are, the left arm hugs around the right leg, and the right hand swims behind us, fingertips lightly on the earth, inhaling as a reminder to keep lengthened and tall. Exhale, maybe there's space to twist a little more through our rib cage space. Mindful that we aren't just pulling the head, neck and shoulders round. And slowing things down a little bit now. So be mindful of our breath. And as we inhale and exhale, can we try and do this to a count of 4? Finding a nice balanced breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release from your twist. And cross the legs. Just send them both out long. Give them a nice little wiggle. Keep the right leg out long now. Hug that left leg in. So whether we're here or crossing that foot over or bending that right leg, we're coming to a twist that's the same in all honesty. We're just finding a different way of our legs looking. So right arm will hug around the left leg. Left hand swims behind us. And it's really important to know that one version of this twist is no better than the other. It's just finding something that works for us today and is comfortable for our body so we can take what we need. Shoulders soft, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe there's room to twist a little more. Wherever we are, come to that balanced breath. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly unravel. Send both legs out long. Give them a little wiggle. And then flexing the toes up towards our face will keep as generous a bend in the knees as we would like to here. Just being mindful that we aren't locking into the knee joint. Lifting nice and tall through our spine, through our torso, hinging from our hips as we soften our belly down towards our thighs. Just let our hands gently crawl either sides of the legs. Try and resist holding onto the legs and using them as a lever to pull yourself down. Just working with the natural range of motion that you have today, the natural space that we have to play with. Keeping the gaze just in between the feet or maybe in between the legs. We're just looking to make sure that we aren't collapsing our head down or crunching in the back of the neck. So keeping the head and neck an extension of the spine, whatever that looks like for you. I'm going to find one round of that balanced breath right here. So when you're ready, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lift up. Cross the legs, come to find a comfortable seat. If you'd rather do this last part of our practice lying down, then please do. Just come to your comfortable position, close down the eyes. Let the hands rest wherever they feel most comfortable. And recognize all the awesome practice that you've just had, the benefits that you have just sent to your mind and your body. And take a moment to give thanks to yourself for dedicating this time to be here. Because that really is the hardest part, setting aside time for yourself, for your practice, to put aside everything that's going on, all of your work things, home things, all the other stuff that we have to contend with, to just be here and move and breathe. Bringing palms together at the heart. I thank you so, so much for being here. And from my heart to yours, my friend. I love you. Namaste.